Welcome back, YouTubers. So this is just my thought, and I don't really understand this, but every place that you take your car in for service, you're getting an oil change, and this even includes the dealerships. Almost every car today has a timing chain. If they're not telling you that your timing chain is rattling or your engine is consuming oil, they are just hiding things from you. That's it. Clean, cut and dry. You come in for an oil change, your engine's hot, it's full of oil. They bring it in, they drain the oil, it takes 20, 30 minutes, and they start your engine up and the engine rattles, you have a timing chain problem. Your engine, if it was in good condition, after changing the oil, should not rattle on start or continually rattle while you're driving it or at idle. So as many cars that I see that these people get their oil changed at their regular place or Jiffy Lube or Quick Lube, and I just can't fathom in my mind why another shop, regardless of what it is, Quick Lube or not, is not checking the engine oil before they change the oil and then reporting cold start or hot start conditions after they change the oil and saying, hey, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, we did your oil change today. We checked it before we started, and it was 1 quart low, 2 quart low, no oil on the stick. Are you aware that you have an oil consumption problem? Because we didn't see any visible oil leaks that warrant this much oil to be missing from your engine. And on top of that, after we filled your oil up to spec and checked it, the engine rattled on start, which indicates another mechanical failure going on. So it just, as many cars that I see with timing chains rattling, that these customers are oblivious, or when someone says it to them, they're not listening. But I think it probably starts in the shop environment, and then them not, the service providers not educating the customer. Like, hey, you have a problem. And so what if it costs $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 to fix it? Report the conditions to the customers, because then it only snowballs. Then their engine has a timing chain rattle for 40, 50, 60,000 miles, and then they get a check engine light for a cat efficiency code. And then they come into my shop and I check the oil. The engine oil's low, the timing chain's rattling, the spark plugs are due, the catalytic converter has failed. They don't want to do anything else but the catalytic converter, and then they're back, 3 weeks later after a drive cycle saying, I have a cat efficiency code again. No kidding. No kidding. Well, my mechanic didn't say this. My guy didn't say that. Well, your guy needs to take a closer look at your car and a better look at your car and be more educated himself on cause and effect on why these things are doing this. It is not normal. But if anybody else has any input on that, please let me know, because to me it just seems incredible. I see timing chains rattling at 60,000 miles. Oil consumption problems lower than 60,000 miles now documented. I'm just trying to get my hands on, is it an industry problem where these technicians don't give a F and they're just changing the oil, spill and fill, and on your way, and then not telling you what's going on with your car? You need to be advised. Thanks for watching.